Well, I have another wheelchair here that the wood finally broke on it. I actually have this on a different video. Took the axle off, okay, and brought it over here. The tires are much bigger than the yellow and black ones that went in here, so I wanted to sit on the outside. I put this in here and it's a little bit short. Okay, so I did some dimensions, tape measuring. That spacer I need to increase to 1.5 inches for it to actually sit out here. I need the bar itself, the same thickness. I'm just going to take that spacer in and get a bar that fits through that spacer, and that'll do just fine. The bar itself, with all the measurements going across tip to tip, is going to have to be 30 inches. So I need to get 2 spacers, a bar. I have an extra cotter key that goes through there for this side. I don't need one for the other side. The tires are just fine. They're inflatable tires. They've never lost air, so they're well sealed. So this should work out just fine, and then I'll have a wheelbarrow operational, and we can test it out. I don't know why I said I'd use that cotter key in the next one, but you can't. So you're going to have to put a new cotter key in there, drill a hole, have it about 1/2 inch out. That's 1.5 inches between the plastic and the metal wheel. Gives me a nice gap right there between the wheel and the case itself. Same thing on this side. There's a nice gap that could be seen between the wheel and that. That's 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches there. All right, the middle ring I'm putting on the outside, and I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on the outside there. So I'm just making sure I make the pole that's 36 inches long. I'm going to make sure that the measurement is right, so I don't cut it too short. Too long is okay, it can be trimmed. Too short is not. So I have to drill the 2 holes too. All right, I'm using PVC pipe, which fits nicely right over that pipe, that tube, or the rod actually, nice and snug. So it's really good. That's what I'm going to cut my 1.5 inch parts out of. All right, this cost about just over $1. So I'll tell you what the total cost of everything at the end of the. First of all, this is a 5/8 inch thick round pipe, and it works very well. The original ones was a hollow pipe, and that's why it bent so bad. So, and also aluminum. Now, when you go to cut this, you're going to use a hacksaw or a sawzall with a hacksaw tip. I used this, and it went through like butter, melted butter. So it went really fast. Be careful. Use your protective gear. Now, something else I also did is well, it's in this vise bench, and that's where you want to put something where it's really holding it good. And I pounded in my spots where I want to drill, 1/2 inch off the end and 1/2 inch off the end, so for my cotter keys to go through. So you need your bit to do that, and a hammer, and get those started. The next thing is to drill the holes. Well, one thing's for sure, if the package says 5/32 for the thickness of the cotter key, it's not. I had to use a 3/16 drill bit to get through there, and it worked just fine. I just happen to have these on my shelf, so that's the ones I used. Put one on each side. So the first one worked out very well. It turns around in there, it moves freely, and all you gotta do is twist these back, and it'll work fine. That's how you put holes in a solid steel pipe. Well, that's the finished deal. Cotter keys are on, the cotter pins are in, the wheels are on, the spacers are good. This is the original tire, and look at the size difference. Okay, so the size difference, it probably puts 1 inch all the way around. All right, the solid steel used to be a hollow aluminum, and you can see the bend in it that happened right in the center. All right, so this guy's out. Okay, recycled the aluminum, and the steel, the pipe that came out, the rest of the, go ahead and recycle all that stuff. So now the dilemma is going to be, because this is so much higher, where it rests on the bottom might be an issue. So I'm going to turn this over. All the pieces of ice and everything is going to come out. It's going to lean back like that, which is okay with me. I mean, that doesn't have to be perfectly level. All right, if you want, you can put a wood block underneath. But the thing is, it's usable now. All right, now the big test is going to be, can I hold a load of wood without cracking on the bottom? All right, I have duct tape in there to reinforce. I might do some on the outside too. But hey, let's see what happens. Well, it's about the same much as wood as that was in the old wheelbarrow. All right, not fully loaded, but I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Gorilla Glue and all the hardware I got from Ace Hardware, our local Ace Hardware. Hey, support those guys. I mean, Ace is the place. It's really great. And stop by, tell me you saw some stuff on their products on YouTube. All right, subscribe. I really think this is going to help you out.